Boston police officers just rushed this area.
I'm Jenna Lee, live in New York City at Fox News headquarters, and what we're monitoring right now is a breaking news situation out of the city of Boston. It's the day of the Boston Marathon, 26,000 runners in this race. It is also Patriots Day, and what we've learned is that there are two explosions that occurred just over an hour ago right near the finish line of this race. According to local reports, it was a time in the race when many people were crossing the finish line right around the 4-hour mark. That often is the goal for very many marathon runners. But we're still trying to figure out a few different parts of this story, including what exactly happened here. We do know the reports of two explosions, but we do not know the cause yet. We also do not have a number of how many injured, although we hear from people on the scene, shaky voices, stunned faces, that it is a scene that many are having a difficult time to take in. As we learn more about those injured, we will bring that to you. In the meantime, we have learned some details, including that the president has been notified as well. He's staying in close contact with the state and local authorities, and other cities in the United States, including New York, are heightening their security around some key landmarks and hotels in the city. Let's go back to our affiliate WFXT in Boston for the latest news on the ground there.
Who want to get back home. There are people from all over the state, all over the country trying to get back home now because they are afraid.
Exactly right. For runners, this is the event when it comes to marathon. It's an international event, and so you have those people who are participating. You have those people who are coming to lend support to the runners from all over the globe, and they've come to Boston in what was going to be a spectacular day, weather-wise, and certainly an incredible event, as it always is every year. The BAA, Dave McGillivray, put on a fantastic marathon, world class at every step of the way. And to see this and to know this particular area, what has taken place is just incredible. And you know, when you look at that area, you know that if you're out there, you kind of get yourself ready to be in that setting. You have to get there hours early.
That's right.
You don't just walk around up and down the sidewalk. You're packed in behind those barricades, those Jersey barriers.
And you have to think, Mark, of all the people that go down to watch. I mean, they are 20 rows deep, and we are talking families. There's no school today, so it's families with their kids, with babies in strollers. I mean, I was out there today with my two kids in Wellesley, and you look along down the route. This is an event for families at the Boston Marathon. So they're lined up from Hopkinton to Boston, but the highest concentration of these people are right there by the finish line. They want to see people coming toward the end. You just can't imagine these children who are seeing this and hearing two bombs and watching people get injured, and their families and their parents having to protect them.
We are being told, grim news, obviously, 2 people dead. That has been confirmed, 22 injured. We also have reports of the types of injuries that have taken place today, and we understood that many of them were of the gruesome variety. Some people missing limbs from 2 bombs. Again, the Boston Athletic Association putting out on their website that they were, in fact, 2 bombs that went off just seconds apart down there at Boylston Street, 671. Marathon Sports, familiar with it. Public libraries in that area as well. It is the finish line, but also a number of tents for triage and for treating runners as they come through for dehydration, for exhaustion, for cramps, for everything else. So there is an incredible amount of medical personnel. We are in one of the world's greatest cities for medical personnel, obviously Boston and the hospitals, but...
And we just, sorry to interrupt, but we just want to let you know that what we have heard from these 2 explosions, these 2 bombs, we can now confirm that 2 people are dead, 22 people are injured in this Boston Marathon event, where 2 explosions, 2 bombs went off within 5 seconds of each other right there at the end of the marathon route, where people ran for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and some would have run all the way, until tonight. And suddenly, in the middle of their race, these bombs go off.